Hi friends, the capture of fire and gTime have a lot in common because there's nothing in history, in the human history, has benefited us more than the capture of fire other than gTime. And so how we could have never predicted all the great things that fire has done for us since we've captured it. Just we applied physics. Is that's how we captured fire. Is that is so that when we cooked food digests better. If we light a fire, we're safe overnight. The critters aren't going to attack. We're not going to get eaten by lions and stuff. And we're able to the capture of fire enabled us to spread out through this whole world. That's how, because we were able to stay warm and live in other conditions where we normally wouldn't live before. And so if you project that one thing and then all the way out to where we are, there's nothing until gTime that benefited us as much as the capture of fire. But that's we go to gTime. Now, this is how simple gTime is. Galileo attempted to do it 383 years ago. Hi, Ruffy, or so years ago. I had to laugh. There he is. I gotta show you before we go on our thing. Hey, Ruffy. Oh, Ruffy's hips are getting bad. But 380 some years ago, Galileo attempted to gTime. And let me tell you, just take your mind back to that time. Okay? You know what? It's the Middle East. Let's take that concept of the Middle East. Guess what, my friend? The earth is round. And so for these only 380 years, what is that, maybe 4 or 5 lifetimes or something, that we have been living from a flat earth map of concepts. And we've been slaved into it as people. We are, that you have people that live for the dead instead of the future. And we're killing the earth. It is that big a flip. From the dead, living for the dead. I'm from the Middle East. I live as a concept. I live for the dead. Recorded history is new. Ooh, I'm going to blow up. That's how simple that, if you have to be brave, really brave, and leave this programming out of your mind and move to around earth. And treat the concepts as concepts. The Middle East does not exist. And the only way that we are going to bring world peace to this earth is with the simple classing of time. We got concepts and we got objects. You and me are objects. And the recorded history concepts are having us living as though we gave birth to our mommy. Meaning that if a baby gave birth to its mommy, it would live for the dead. That's what we are doing. When you violate the physics of inheritance, your behavior changes. Okay, so that's what we are doing, is we're living as human created concepts, but we're really nature from around Earth. Okay, and it's really relatively new in the big scope of things. And so in your mind, here's what's happening. All right, is that when let's go back to the fire again. When we started and we captured fire, all right, and I went to share it, and most people would run away going, fire, 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 because we were traumatized by fire. Our whole species. If I show fire to Blossom or one of the critters or something, or Jenny, geez, they run away, oh, fire. That's how we were. Well, we as a species are traumatized from a very young age with concepts from the flat earth, the recorded history. Okay? And so what I mean is that when you tell someone, I go, hey, all recorded history to date is the history of tainted nature. The earth is round. Okay? There's no such thing as the Middle East. Our species is on the wrong track. And it takes brave people like you and me to step up and say, hey, we're doing this 380 some years late with the simple classing of time. We put the concepts in their place, and people live for the future, and they're not word slaved into recorded history concepts. Okay, that we become one with the earth again. And the next generation after us, we actually start amplifying children with technology as nature. Okay, that's what I mean. Is that every kid alive today, the future is dark. Look back in recorded history, and you could see a danger trail just moving out from the Middle East. All right, and so that people living against the physics, they live as if the Earth is still flat, with flat, book brains, which is all great things. I love our countries. All right, I love money. All right, I love recorded history. I'm making it that you treat all recorded history to date as tainted nature, where people live for the dead, and that you, from this day forward, you live for the eyes of the future, and you become brave again. You live for the eyes of every one of those kids that are born out there. 250 children a minute are born, and the mothers get reset. And so this is where the literacy objects come in, is that you could keep the kids thinking with energy and matter, the literacy object. Fine, easy. Concepts. Okay, tell them, this is a concept made up by us. That's yours. We're passing it on to you. We're not slaves to it. We're over it. We're nature. Again. We're born to be nature. It's that the concept of 2016, the human-generated, paradigm, language automated, is from it's the whole foundation of it is faulty, is weak, and you have to step up and go, I'm sorry, the Earth is round. The Middle East does not exist. It's a recorded history concept, and that we have to go from where we are, I'm in California, and work our way all the way back to the Middle East and break this recorded history spell that these people are under. Because if spell has two meanings for a reason. I got here solving the child-adult logic dichotomy. Is that when the natives seen the settlers coming with banging on their books under their recorded history spell, that's where the second spell came from. That's why spell has two meanings, is that the natives see them. And so that's what I'm talking about breaking. And that's why that gTime is so simple. And, once that you realize that it's your special day in this digital world where we can reach around the whole world and talk at the speed of self, that you are the first to make history growing as nature instead of culture. That's in the scope of time. This is only going to happen one time. And so here's the common thing about the fire is that when you like when you showed fire, like I said, to somebody, they ran away going fire, fire, fire. All right, well, we're solving what's wrong with humanity with a whole nother layer of recorded history being made as nature. So we are a species traumatized by recorded history right now. All through school, since we're little kids, when I was growing up, they made us get underneath the desks and stuff because of nuclear war. And that is the settlers again. Under their spell. They're still here, they're still in control, and you have to not run away from the new class of recorded history that we're making. And that's why gTime and the capture of fire have so much in common. And that you, as the early gTimers, are able to capture that fire in your mind. It's like I said, it's so simple. Does the Middle East exist? No, the Earth is round. Doom, boom. Hi, Jenny. Look, here's Jenny. Hi, Jenny. Oh, you're so pretty, Jenny. Oh, I know. So, that's what, you've got to bring that back. Revive. This is why gTime is like a reset. And a reset is a return. Okay, that means that you've already been nature before when you were born. You're a very precise thinker. Your mind is set for, to push yourself to be your best every day. But then we get trapped in our concepts. We're living under the feet of the dead because it's a recorded history phenomena, a new phenomena on Earth. Okay? And we're traumatized by it. So when I share gTime to people, most of them right now, because it's such the early days, they run away going, fire, 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 because we're traumatized by recorded history. And that's what I want, that's the connection between gTime and the capture of fire. That in one sense, we're making a bright, bright, bright future, but the only way you can do it is to be honest with physics and say the Earth is round, the Middle East is a concept, and we need to help these people that are also under a recorded history spell. We got to break the spell around the world, and it's up to us. If we don't do it, the fate of humanity is, this is it. This is a one-time shot, friends. Spread this message, support gTime, and let's leave this world better. And I love you. And take a look over this way too. So lucky to be here. Oh yeah. All right, friends. So don't run away yelling fire, fire, fire. Get brave. Step up like a newborn mommy. Live for the future and the eyes of the future. We're making history. Every ABC we type gets recorded, and the future's going to read it. But the people living today are living for the dead, and they don't understand that they are on a recorded history stage, and that they are tainted nature. Remember, let's clean it up real quick. It's that all history today, to date, less me and you, is the history of tainted nature. Because the Middle East does not exist. The world is round. That's a concept. Okay, it's a recorded history concept. Okay, and so you've got to move your mind to the earth, and you'll never go back to the flat earth map mentality. All right, and you'll live for the future, and forever we'll all leave this world better. But I swear, it is a lot like the capture of fire. You could be the one getting burned at the stake too. But that's okay, it's a compliment. Because he'll be like Galileo. Before Galileo, there was Giordano Bruno, and he tried to apply physics to language, and they burned him at the stake, and he was even a preacher. So either way, it's that it's part of the deal. I'm just hoping that I've been able to explain this to you in a way that you don't run away yelling, fire, fire, fire. We're making history with new recorded history. It's totally positive. It is a definite line between the human-generated paradigm and the nature within you and me, thinking as energy. You can't deny it exists. Just trust yourself. And reset your mind with gTime. Should have been done 380 some years ago by Galileo Galilei. And so I love you, friends. Get off the flat earth map. Let's leave this world better. Bye-bye.